puts me at ease knowing that one day, if and when I do need their help, and they will accept me because as I was a serving soldier. Myself, being the modern day sort of soldier, not the old school World War trench digger. I mean, I'm 25 years old. Yes, I am tomorrow's veteran. We were out on a patrol. It was a standard patrol. It came up through my leg and went into the chest of the lad sitting opposite me and killed him instantly. I passed out through blood loss. The operation lasted 10 hours. And my life has changed completely.
So we need that.
You need that up there?
Yeah. So we'll have another go.
There.
Yes, there is this notion of this military covenant, this relationship between service people and the country, if you wish, in which the individual is prepared to commit themselves and fulfil their duty, and the other side of the coin, the reciprocal of that, is to ensure that they are appropriately and properly looked after in times of need.
They offer me 3 days trial.
People don't realise that the wars that are going on today are producing veterans of the same ilk that the wars of yesteryear produced, and it's important that this place is ready to receive them. It is, in many respects, the living memorial to the sacrifices that soldiers have made over the years for the nation, and it's the very embodiment of the covenant that everybody talks about at the moment, that needs to exist between a nation and its soldiers. This is a home which provides a community into which people who've had like experiences can come at the end of a long and distinguished military career, often followed by a civil career also.
France and the rest of it.
Palestine mostly.
I joined when I was 40.
But as veteran soldiers, they know they can come here, they can become a member of the Royal Hospital, and we will look after them here until they die.
Not much to talk about. I was no hero. I used to let the heroes do the work.
97.
He's just a boy.
I know.
I thought he was an old gentleman.
97.
That's why the young ladies keep now his way. There's old soldiers you don't want to trust, believe me. Even though I'm a bit wary sitting next to him.
Requirement for all charities to raise money is, I agree, a very competitive one across the field at the moment. But perhaps what is not understood is that the hospital is privately owned. It's effectively owned by the commissioners. We do get a grant from the government to help us with our running costs, and we do undertake an enormous number of events here.
Parade, stand out, ace!
In which we generate income to cover the gap between what the government gives us and what the actual running costs are. But there has never been an endowment set up for the hospital, and we need, if we're doing a capital project, to raise the money. And I think before anybody starts selling pieces of the Royal Hospital off, we really do need to look at how we should raise money to keep it going in the way that it is going at the moment. How are you? Listen, you've got a couple. So it was very important that we should build a new infirmary, because at any one time about 1/6 of our veteran and pensioners are in full-time bed care with all the sort of afflictions that old age bring with them. But we want to make it more than that. We want to make it open to the 3 services for respite care. We want to make it open for the women who we're going to be bringing in here at the same sort of time as the infirmary opens.
Like you were before, can you see it creeping up? And then relax. Well done.
Okay, so that goes on the top.
When this
hospital was first built, it was the state of the art, and everybody was delighted to come in here and be fed and looked after, kept warm. 300 years later, we're very aware that this is their home, and it's their only home. This is a one-stop shop. We look after them then until they die. We can give them a really good medical service and an excellent nursing service to look after all their needs, whatever they may be.
There will be 125 beds, divided into 5, call them what you will, wards or clusters. One of them will be a specialist dementia unit. There will be a very nice state-of-the-art physiotherapy department with a hydrotherapy pool. We want to keep the community atmosphere of the Royal Hospital alive and kicking the infirmary. We want to make it a very inclusive place. How are you? You were having a doze, weren't you? Yeah. Did I wake you up? So there'll be a mix of public space and private space, small sitting areas, bigger living areas. It is a lot of money, but then, you know, these guys deserve the best. The Royal Hospital is the nation's gift to its old soldiers. The soldiers that are fighting the various conflicts now will come here if they wish to later on.
The concept of care in the Army is paramount. We offer here a home, a community, a lifestyle, an identity and a future for veterans who've fallen upon hard times.
Never heard of that.
The concept that Wren delivered here when he built the Long Wards has been remarkably successful. And if you go into the Long Wards today, you will find people who enjoy the environment, they enjoy the ability to have instant links with their neighbours, and they enjoy the communal aspects of the Long Ward. So we're hoping to bring it into the 21st century by giving them a little bit more space and giving them their own bathroom, lavatories and showers so that they don't have to wander long distances up and down the corridors.
So I think the critical thing is that you can deliver care against a backdrop of service ethos where soldiers feel comfortable and at home and with their kin, if you wish. And of course, the Royal Hospital at Chelsea continues that philosophy. The operative word really is need, and if they are in times of need, for whatever reason that might be, it's important that they have a support structure which they're comfortable and familiar with to ensure that they receive the best possible care that's available for them.
You know, just because we've had no world wars recently, doesn't mean to say you're not going to get veterans. What I would say is, if somebody's given the country that many years of service that qualify them to go into Chelsea, then why not provide that? Because they've given that little bit extra in their life to the country, why shouldn't the country give that little bit extra back?
I'm today's soldier, and in 30 years' time, I'll be tomorrow's veteran. And it will feel like tomorrow, at the speed of the rate life travels. Hopefully I won't be in a wheelchair though. I'll walk down the road and not wheel down the road.